Good Sunday, everyone. First Alert Meteorologist Candice Boling here. Last week, Kelly and I did a story about hot air balloons, so this week we're going to do a Sunday Science Tidbit on the science behind hot air balloons. So the first successful manned hot air balloon flight occurred back in 1783 in France. But before we can take a ride on a hot air balloon, we have to understand how the air works. So let's pretend we have two columns of air, one cold column and one warm column. The cold column of air is denser, meaning that all the tiny air molecules are closer together. Think about how you snuggle up with your significant other or pet when it's cold outside. Well, when the warm air is less dense, meaning that the tiny air molecules are further apart. Trust me, you don't want to snuggle up with anybody when it's hot outside. So if you compare a box of cold air and a box of warm air of the same size, the cold air will weigh more because there are more little air molecules in the same space. Since the cold air weighs more, it tends to sink and the warm air rises. So how does this apply to hot air balloons? Well, hot air balloons weigh more than the air around it, so it stays on the ground. When you add a light gas like helium or lessen the weight of the air by heating it, the hot air balloon weighs less than the air around it and it allows it to rise. This is similar to you in a pool. You're able to balance yourself on one toe or even your fingertips very easily compared to doing that outside of the pool. And here's a fun fact. If you go hot air ballooning on a cold day, you won't have to heat the air inside the balloon as much to lift yourself in the sky.